A Course in Miracles. Lesson 83. Today let us review these ideas. My only function is the one God gave me. I have no function but the one God gave me. This recognition releases me from all conflict, because it means I cannot have conflicting goals. With one purpose only, I am always certain what to do, what to say, and what to think. All doubt must disappear as I acknowledge that my only function is the one God gave me. More specific applications of this idea might take these forms. My perception of this does not change my function. This does not give me a function other than the one God gave me. Let me not use this to justify a function God did not give me. My happiness and my function are one. All things that come from God are one. They come from oneness and must be received as one. Fulfilling my function is my happiness because both come from the same source. And I must learn to recognize what makes me happy if I would find happiness. Some useful forms for specific applications of this idea are: this cannot separate my happiness from my function. The oneness of my happiness and my function remains wholly unaffected by this. Nothing, including this, can justify the illusion of happiness apart from my function. A Course in Miracles, Lesson 83. A man once believed he had many jobs. He was a father in the morning, a businessman by noon, a friend in the evening, and a warrior at night. Each role pulled him in a different direction. Each demanded something different. And so his life became a battlefield of priorities. When his child needed him, his work called louder. When his work succeeded, his heart felt strangely empty. When he rested, guilt whispered that he should be doing more. He called this responsibility. But what it really was fragmentation. One day, exhausted, he sat still long enough to notice something. Every role he played came with a condition. Every function he believed in came from the world. And every one of them could conflict with another. That's when the question arose: what if none of these are my real function? Imagine a sun. The sun does not wake up and decide whether to shine on oceans or mountains. It does not debate where its light should go. It does not split itself into roles. It shines because that is what it is. Its function and its nature are the same. Now imagine trying to give the sun a second function. Tell it to shine, but also to withhold light from certain places. Tell it to warm, but also to freeze when conditions demand. Tell it to be consistent, but also unpredictable. The moment you do that, conflict is born. Not because the sun is confused, but because the request is impossible. This is the condition of the mind that believes it has many functions. It tries to love, but also to judge. It tries to give, but also to get. It tries to be at peace, but also to defend. And then it wonders why it feels unstable, why doubt appears, why every decision feels heavy. Because it is attempting the impossible. My only function is the one God gave me. If God is one, then what comes from God must be one. A single function cannot conflict with itself. And where there is no conflict, there is no doubt. And where there is no doubt, there is no fear. That is why all doubt must disappear. Not because effort removes it, but because truth leaves no room for it. My perception of this does not change my function. This means the world does not assign purpose. Situations do not assign purpose. Bodies do not assign purpose. What is seen is neutral. It is only used.
Let me not use this to justify a function I did not give. This is the turning point, because everything in the world tempts the mind to assign a different purpose. This situation says, be angry. That situation says, defend yourself. Another says, prove your worth. And each one is an invitation to forget the one function. But the function remains unchanged. Like the sun that never stops shining, regardless of the clouds that seem to pass before it. My happiness and my function are one. This is not poetic. It is literal. If the function is one, then fulfillment is guaranteed, because nothing opposes it. Nothing competes with it. Nothing interrupts it. The man believed happiness came from managing all his roles correctly. But happiness was never in the roles. It was in the release of them. Because when the function is one, life is no longer a performance.
It becomes an extension. This cannot separate my happiness from my function. Nothing can. Because nothing has the power to redefine what was given by God. The oneness of my happiness and my function remains wholly unaffected by this. Whether the day appears peaceful or chaotic, the function remains the same. Whether the body seems praised or attacked, the function remains the same. Whether the world agrees or disagrees, the function remains the same. Nothing, including this, can justify the illusion of happiness apart from my function. The world offers substitutes, achievements, approval, control. But each one is temporary, because each one is divided. True happiness does not come and go, because it is not based on conditions. It is based on function. And function, given by God, cannot change. So the question is no longer, what should I do? The question becomes, am I trying to give myself another function? Because the moment the answer is no, peace is already there. And the moment peace is there, function has been remembered.